Welcome to my channel once again, and today I have a new topic for you guys, and I think you guys will like this one, and I believe this is gonna help somebody out there. But before we get right into this video, click that subscribe button, okay? But I really want to appreciate everyone that has subscribed so far. I am really glad that people are loving my channel. People are commenting, people are asking questions, and I'm helping as much as I can. But yeah, if you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Anyway, but yeah, let's get right into this video. So today I want to talk about the misconceptions of filing the I-130. It's been quite some time since I talked about the I-130. I believe some people are still waiting for me to keep talking about it, but you know, once you drop that video, it's not that much to talk about, except I really want to go into this whole field of helping people file and all that good stuff. But right now, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just giving information as they come and information that helped me during when I was filing. But yeah, so I want to talk about the misconceptions. I'm going to be looking down because I took some notes because, you know, y'all need to know this. Mostly for people that are recently getting married. Mostly for people that have a lot of friends and family members that have different things they have to say about this procedure or this process. But yeah, I hope this video helps you out to weed out the truth from the misconceptions, or like, you know, what some people think they know but they really have no idea. One is people telling you to wait 2 years before you file for your significant other. That is a lie. It's a lie. You don't have to wait after you get married. For me, I got married in January, and for many of you that already know, I had started filing the fiance before I got married. That's another misconception that I'm going to address later. But you don't have to wait 2 years. You don't even have to wait. Once you get that marriage certificate in your hand, not even when you get back, when you get that marriage certificate in your hand, you go online and you apply, because this thing takes at least 1 year. Don't wait no 2 years, nothing like that. So that's number one. It's a lie. Number two, when people tell you that you can file fiance first and then later, like if you file fiance and then maybe you go get married before that fiance comes through, you can switch it to spousal, right? So the fiance is the I-29F, I believe, and the spousal is I-130. It's not necessarily a lie. Maybe they used to allow people do this before, but not anymore, people. No longer, okay? They don't let people switch from one form to another. If you go get married before your fiance visa comes out, you might want to tell the truth and just start over. Because if you go continue and then your spouse gets to the interview and they're like tricky questions that they ask, like how's your husband and how's your wife, and you go say fine and stuff like that, then they're gonna be like, oh, so you're married. Because they're literally trying to weed out who's lying and who's telling the truth. Don't go filing fiance and then later trying to change it to spousal, okay? If you're gonna do fiance, start fiance, don't get married in the middle. And if you're gonna do spousal, get married and then do spousal, because the immigration laws right now, you don't want to be in the mix of nothing, and any mistakes make things a lot longer than they really should, okay? So just keep an eye out for that. And then another one is setting up interview dates before NVC gives it to you. I know there's some countries out there that people sell interview dates. Don't do it. When you file the I-130, when you get to the stage of the NVC, they will give you the interview date, the time. Don't go setting up your own interview date, trying to work your way a little step ahead. Don't try to do their work for them. Don't do that, because when you get there, they're going to tell you, we didn't sign you up for this interview. And that can even mess up the whole process. Don't try to take matters into your own hands. Let them do their job. Number 4, don't go do your medical examination before NVC sends you the appointment for that. I have heard one too many stories where people go do their medical examination before NVC sends you to the hospital to do it, because that just makes it invalid. Don't do that. Don't go do your medical before you get the appointment, because they also want it within a time frame, right? If you go do medical, they're gonna stamp it a certain time. What if when you take it to the embassy, the embassy is gonna be like, this is a little too late. It's a little too early, not late, a little too early, because let's say your interview is in January and you went and did the medical examination, say in November. That's too long. They're gonna tell you that's ineffective, so you might have to go pay and do it all over again, and nobody want to spend money for that. And another one is when people tell you you have to change your maiden name before you file. That is a lie. You don't have to change your name. You don't have to do any of that. When people tell you you have to go change, like as a woman, for me, when I filed for my husband, somebody asked me like, oh, did you go change your name before you filed? No. Like, all you really need is your wedding certificate, your marriage certificate, and few pictures to show that you guys really knew each other, or you guys met before you guys got married. But honestly, once you have your marriage certificate, that's pretty much it. They don't need nothing else from you. So don't listen to all these voices of people coming out of nowhere and giving you false information. You don't have to change your name. You don't have to change your maiden name to your husband's name. Okay? Either way, you don't have to. When you're starting the I-130 form, the two of you don't have to fill it out. It's just one form. You go online, you fill out the form, and that's it. Two people don't need to fill out that form. Just make sure clear that. Only one person fills out the form, submits the form, pays the fee, and most likely is the person in America. Don't go filling out two forms and sending it to USCIS. They might disregard both, because that makes no sense. Or they might disregard one if you're really lucky, and then they'll pick up the other one. And then last one is when people tell you that you have to go for the interview in America as well. If you're doing the spousal form, the I-130, only one person goes for the final interview. If the person is in India, they go for the interview in India. If the person is in Nigeria, they go for the interview in Nigeria. And that's it. You don't have to, the petitioner, the person that filed, don't have to go for any interview nowhere. Like, I didn't have to do any interview, but when my husband was at his interview, I felt like I was in an interview because I was so nervous. But you don't have to physically appear anywhere. I believe it's only when you do the I-29 or I-129, but the fiance filing, when you do the fiance filing, when your fiance finally comes over to America, then there's a process where you both have to go for an interview, because now you're changing it from fiance to spouse. So that's a whole different ball game. Don't take all this unnecessary information and bother yourself with it. I've heard people saying, I'm waiting all this long to file the application. I'm doing this. Sometimes getting a lawyer might just be more helpful for you, but sometimes if your case ain't serious, if you guys are just normal couple, nobody has done anything crazy, just fill it out. If you're an educated person, to be honest, you can fill it out. It's not that serious. But I just wanted to address the misconceptions about filing the I-130, about going for interviews. Guys, do your research, and when you're doing research, don't just listen to everything like people are saying. Like, I had somebody call me and tell me that they have not filed for their spouse for almost 2 years because people told them they're not supposed to file. They're supposed to wait. And that's not true. Yeah, I just wanted to address these misconceptions, and I hope this video is helpful to somebody out there. Even though it's one person, I just hope this video is helpful. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Whenever you're watching this video, take care, guys. Bye.